Hello, good morning, students. Today I am going to teach you Geography of Standard 8th, Chapter 2 Interior of the Earth. Now, in the previous classes, you have been introduced to rock types, volcanoes, and earthquakes. You have to answer the following questions. Okay, now let's see what are the questions. When earthquake occurs, what happens exactly? Okay, next question is how are igneous rocks formed? What is a volcano? Which materials come out during a volcanic eruption? In which state of matter are these materials? Are these materials cool or hot? Why? Students, to understand this, you can try an experiment. Boil half a liter of milk. When the milk comes to a boil, switch off the gas, keep a lid on the vessel. Now, after 10 minutes, remove the lid. Take it into a side and tilt it. Observe what happens. What can you see on the milk? In what form do you see the layer of matter on the milk? Remove this layer of matter. Take note of the difference in temperature of this matter and the milk and answer the following questions. So, our first question is when the milk was kept for boiling, in which state was it? Second, when the milk was boiling, what did you observe? Third, what had accumulated over the lid of the vessel? Fourth, tell whether the matter accumulated on the milk is liquid or solid. Next, was it cooler or hotter than the milk below? Next, on which other substance can similar experiments be carried out? You have to copy all these questions in your geography notebook and you have to write the answers according to the experiment you will do at home. Okay? Now let us see geographical explanation. Before boiling, the milk was in the liquid state. After it came to a boil, steam started coming out from it. After some time, the thick layer of the steam develops on the milk. The temperature of the cream is lesser than the milk below. Thus, it can be implied that the creamy layer cooled faster than the milk below it, which remained hot and in a liquid form. Now, a similar process occurred when the earth cooled. The scientists unanimously believe that the earth was formed out of the solar system itself. Then, initially, the earth was a gaseous hot balloon. It cooled down as it rotated around itself. The process of cooling took place from the outer surface towards the earth's center. And as a result, outer layer, that is crust of the earth, become cooler and solid. But as we move from surface to the core, heat increases and certain depths. The earth's interior of the earth is semi-liquid. As we know, man has always been inquisitive about what lies interior of the earth. A direct observation of the earth's interior has not been possible yet. But through various methods, the scientists have tried to estimate about the same. To infer about this, study of this material coming out from volcanic eruption and the seismic waves is most important. Matter coming out of volcanic eruptions consists of hot magma, gases, steam, etc. When lava cools and solidifies, igneous rocks are formed. Through the estimate of the study of temperature, density, gravitational force, and pressure, the interior of the earth was understood. When we go deep into the mine, we feel an increase in temperature. And similarly, the magma coming out of volcanoes from the earth's interior is hot. Such estimates were made by geologists. Seismic waves are generated because of the earthquakes. These waves travel through the interior of the earth. The study of the direction and velocity helps us to estimate about the interior of the earth. Man has also tried to dig deep boreholes in the interior to know more about the same. Students, do you know our Earth formed approximately 4.6 billion years ago? Initially, the Earth was in the gaseous state. It started cooling through the process of radiation. The Earth then liquefied with time. The outermost part of the Earth cooled first and became solid. The outermost layer of the Earth is called the crust. And even today, the outer planets of the solar system are in gaseous state. Now, students, here is one more activity on your page number 11 of geography textbook. You can try this at home with the help of your clay. You can take three types of clay, three colors of clay, that is red, yellow and blue. Okay, now let us see geographical explanation. While going from the Earth's surface to its core, major changes occur in temperature and density. With respect to these two elements, the Earth's interior can be divided in the following layers, that is a crust, continental crust and oceanic crust, mantle and the core. Now, core is further divided into two parts, that is outer core and inner core. Students, let us understand clearly with the help of this diagram. So, the layers of the interior of the earth consist of three, that is crust, mantle and core. Crust is divided into two parts, continental crust and oceanic crust. Mantle is divided also in two parts, upper mantle and lower mantle. And core. Core is also divided into two, inner core and outer core. Now, let us study first crust. Now, what is crust? The uppermost layer of the earth's surface is called the crust. It is in solid states. You can see with the help of arrow, right? The thickness of the crust is not the same everywhere. On an average, it is 30 to 35 km thick. The thickness of the crust below the continents is from 16 to 45 km under mountain ranges and less than 10 km under the oceans. As we move deeper under the surface, temperature increases. After that, the rate of increase in temperature reduces and again increases in the core. At the center of the earth, the temperature is around 55,000 degree to 6,000 degrees Celsius. Now, the crust is the thinnest of all the layers. It is divided into two sublayers, that is continental crust and the oceanic crust. Now, let us see what is continental crust. The continents are mainly composed of silica and aluminium. Because of their high proportion in this layer, the layer was earlier known as Sial, that is silica and aluminium. The density of continental crust is 2.65 to 2.90 gram per centimeter cube. The thickness of this layer approximately 30 kilometers. Granite rocks are mainly found in this layer, that is continental crust layers. Now let us see the oceanic crust. What is oceanic crust? This is the second layer of the crust. It is made up of silica and magnesium. It was earlier called SiMa. Si means silica and Ma means magnesium. This layer approximately 7 to 10 km thick. The density of this layer is 2.9 gram per centimeter cube to 3.3 gram per centimeter cube. In this layer, basalt and gabbro rocks are mainly found. Now, students, we should always remember this. Elements found in various layers of Earth's interior, that is from low to high density. First is silicon, that is Si, aluminium Al, silicon Si, magnesium G, nickel Ni and ferrous, that is iron Fe. Now students, do you know there is discontinuity between the continental and oceanic crust? It was first deduced by scientist called Conrad and it's named after him as Conrad discontinuity. And again there is discontinuity between crust and mantle too. This discontinuity deduced by a scientist called Mohorovičić. It has been named after him as Moho discontinuity. Also, there is discontinuity between mantle and core too. It has been named after Gutenberg, a scientist who discovered it. That is Gutenberg discontinuity. Now let us see the mantle. What is mantle? Below the crust lies mantle, right? Mantle can be divided into two layers, that is upper mantle and lower mantle. Upper layer is more in liquid state. In this layer, one can find magma chambers. It is through these chambers that magma comes out on the Earth's surface during volcanic eruption. This layer is also called as asthenosphere. Now let us see epicenter. What is epicenter? Epicenter of deep-seated earthquakes are usually found here. The internal energy released due to endogenic movements occurring in this layer. These movements are responsible for mountain, building rifts, volcanic eruption, earthquakes, etc. In this layer, the temperature 2400 km to 2900 km would be around 2200 degrees Celsius to 2500 degrees Celsius. This layer extended up to the depth of 2870 km. Hence, the average density of this layer is 4.5 gram per centimeter cube and it increases with depth. Increasing pressure is reason behind it, and hence the density of lower mantle is about 5.7 gram per centimeter cube. Now I will stop over here. For the lesson we will be continuing in part 2 video. Till then, thank you, stay home and stay safe.